Often, we are our own worst enemies. We are the biggest critics of our own ability to communicate. Why would anybody want to listen to me? I speak too fast. I don't always listen. I often interrupt. Sometimes I speak too slow. I do lots of ums and ahs. I get distracted really easy. I get in my head. And many different elements of our communication process that we say we're not good enough. My name is Warren Tate, and here are some speaking and communication advice to help you whenever you are speaking one-on-one, whether that be in a real live environment or if it is just over the phone and you're answering some questions or trying to win over some business. Make sure that you get rid of all distractions. One of the biggest problems I have found over the years is people in an office environment or even in this hybrid scenario when we're working from home, we get distracted really easily. The fridge is a great distraction, the television, all of these things are distractions. In the office, it could be background noise, it could be a friend, it could be somebody else speaking on the other phone. All of these things interrupt our pattern of thought and interrupt us really focusing on what we should be focusing on, and that's the person on the other end of the phone. A great example of this is, have you ever spoken to somebody and you've thought, are you doing something else? Are you really listening to me? You don't want to be that person when you are delivering a level of customer service, when you are trying to convince them or explain something to them. You want that customer to realize that you are 100% focused on what it is that they are saying. So my encouragement is, when you are on a call or about to do an important call, get rid of all distractions. If there's a lot of noise, move away from that noise. I want you to be completely focused on what it is that you are going to do, and that is communicate effectively with the other person. This is especially important in a one-on-one scenario. Now, you've probably seen this, where you're speaking to somebody and they're like, and all they're doing is looking behind you or off to the side, trying to grab the attention of somebody else, or they're distracted by other activities within the room. When was the last time when you spoke to somebody and you just solely focused on them? Now, this can be over the phone or it can be one-on-one in person. When was the last time you said, I am going to give this person the biggest gift that I could possibly give them in this moment, and that is my full attention and undivided time. I'm going to focus on them and nothing else. Now, imagine that you're now on the receiving end of that person. How does that make you feel? Does it make you feel important? Does it make you feel that this person wants to help you? Does it make you feel that you will be heard? Well, that is a rhetorical question which you know the answer to, and of course, that is yes. So here are some tips on what you can do, for instance, to help your communication process. Get rid of all distractions. I want you to really focus. And when you do this, I would then want you to record your phone calls or your conversations with clients and then listen back. Or better still, transcribe that conversation and look for the words and the uncertainty in your voice, in the words that you use. Transcribe them. How clear is your message? Is it the words that you would have liked to have used? And listen to your tone of voice. Are you speaking too fast? Are you going or e? Or perhaps your voice is changing from volume because you're facing away from the phone, whatever it may be. You can only review your communication style by reviewing your communication style. So that can be transcribed, listening to what it is that you've said, whether it be a phone conversation or a one-on-one situation. But really take note of your voice, of the words that you say, and how clear your message is. Review. Now, I want to take it a step further. You may even want to record yourself with your mobile device. Record yourself. And then just listen Turn it over and listen to the words that you say. How clear is it? Do you need to slow down? Do you need to pause more? Do you need to get rid of the filler words? Really critical, because if you want credibility, you don't want uncertainty in your voice. Are you sounding friendly? Is your voice open and joyful, or is it really down and sad and monotone and you just feel like you hate doing it and it sounds like you hate doing what you do? Now, we've all had those experiences as well. And then I would like you to flip the phone over and watch it back again without volume. Now, even if you are on a phone call, this is really important. Because what are your facial expressions doing? Because I can tell just by watching your non-verbals what your voice is sounding like when you are communicating. So if you are smiling and you've got facial expressions, your eyes are opening up, and you can almost use your hands as well, by the way, I will see that you're passionate, that you're enjoying the conversation, and you're really trying to get your message heard. On the other hand, if you're sitting slouched like this, and this is when you're on the phone, or especially if you're speaking to somebody face to face, even worse, by the way, don't do that. Don't be that person. I can tell if you are really disinterested. You just don't care, and all you would want is to get the other person off the other end of the phone, get them off that phone. I'll be able to tell through your non-verbals if that is the situation or not. So the only way you can practice and improve your communication style, especially if you are one of those people that you think, I speak too fast, or I don't really pay enough attention, or I use lots of filler words, or I feel uncertain in what it is that I'm saying because of the tone of my voice, or simply I don't like my accent. The only way you can fix this is to review what it is that you do, then make the necessary changes and put it in place to fix it. So the quickest way, obviously I love the video, so record yourself and do these 3 steps. It's sight, sound and sync. Sight, of course, have a look at your body language, what it is that you're doing. Sound, just listen to what you are saying. And then sync, watch it back as one, and does it make sense? Are my words matching my non-verbals? Am I showing and sounding like I really want to help that person? And of course, in person, a completely different set of skills. Make sure you are square with the individual that you're communicating to. Make sure your shoulders are square, your hips are square, your feet are pointing at them, and you are smiling and your eyes are engaged with what it is that they are saying. These are some great communication tips. And by the way, that should be how you are if you are on the phone as well. You should be facing that computer screen as if you are speaking to them on that computer screen as you're looking at the data that's in front of you. These are some great tips, but it takes practice. Here is one more exercise that if you're doing this now with other people from your team, break up into groups of 3. Now, I'd like to choose who's going to go first, who's going to be 1, 2, and 3. Nominate who is number 1, 2, and 3. Number 3, you are the observer in the first round. Number 1 and 2, you are communicating to each other and telling them about a hobby which you love doing, or a sport that you love playing, hobby, sport, whatever it may be. Just talk about something that you absolutely have passion for and you don't have to think about. You can just communicate. Observer, you are writing down notes. You are writing down notes about their body language, about the words they use, all of those sorts of things. And then you rotate this until everybody has had an opportunity to observe, and then compare notes and look at what it is that people observed about how your communication style is. So 2 opportunities here. Actually 3. Let's go 3. You can just record your voice and listen to it back and get it transcribed. You can video yourself when you're on the phone or whether you're in an interaction and watch it back without the sound, then just hear it, listen to it, and then watch it back as synced, sight, sound, sync. And then you can break into groups if you like and add that as another exercise. Have some fun with this. Because when you master your communication style, people will engage with you on a whole other level. When you engage with people, people will want to share information with you. And by the way, if it is a customer complaint, or if you're trying to understand how you can best help them, they're going to want to share more when they feel like they're being listened to and that you are there to help them and not just go through the process. I hope this has been helpful. I've got another video coming shortly, which is going to talk about a completely another aspect of the same style of message that will help you connect with your audience so much quicker and so much easier. It's a really good one. Make sure you watch out for it. My name is Warren Tate. I am a communication and presentation coach, and I've loved presenting this short, sharp video for you to help your communication, whether it be over the phone or whether it be live and in person. Because you know, and I know, that communication really can change your destination. Thanks for watching.